Thank you, Logan. The Los Angeles Police Department shot and killed a homeless man who they say was reaching for an officer's gun. Officers claim the victim was a suspect in a recent robbery who refused to comply with their demands during a confrontation on Skid Row. Bystanders captured several videos of the deadly shooting, and the footage has more than 6 million views on social media. According to witnesses, 3 officers fired a total of 5 shots at the victim. Investigators will use the footage from body cameras worn by 2 of the police officers to determine whether the shooting was justified. And the U.S. Appeals Court has rejected a change of venue for the Boston Marathon bombings trial for the 4th time. The defense tried to convince Judge George O'Toole that it could not find an impartial jury in Boston. The death penalty trial of Dzhokhar Tsarnaev has been greatly delayed from the snowstorms, tedious jury selection, and now recent appeals for a new location. The court is continuing to weed through a pool of 70 potential jurors, but O'Toole says the Boston trial could last well into June. Texas nurse Nina Pham is suing the hospital where she got infected with Ebola virus. Pham filed the lawsuit against Texas Health Resources, the owner of Texas Health Presbyterian Hospital where she worked. According to the suit, the hospital failed to properly train nurses on how to handle Ebola. Pham says hospital officials told her that she was at no risk of contracting Ebola while treating Thomas Duncan, who contracted the virus in Liberia. She was infected just a few days after his death. Pham hopes the lawsuit will better prepare healthcare workers for the next public health emergency. Governor Charlie Baker is preparing to reveal his first state budget proposal. Baker must file his spending plan for the 2016 fiscal year by this Wednesday. With a projected $768 million shortfall for the 2015 fiscal year, Baker's had to get creative. Some of his approved ideas include a tax amnesty program and a series of cuts. Baker also dipped into the gains tax revenue that would normally be put in the state's rainy day fund. According to watchdog groups, next fiscal year's budget shortfall could be as high as $1.5 million. And now for an update on Boston's 2024 Olympic bid. Massachusetts mayors all want in on the Olympic action if Boston wins the bid for the 2024 Games. Boston 2024, the group promoting the Olympic Games, is set to hold 20 meetings across the state over the next 20 weeks. State business leaders hope the Olympics turn into a regional effort and are optimistic about the economic benefits the Games would bring. For now, cities and towns will continue to petition Boston officials to relocate certain events. Cape Ann claims it would be the perfect venue for Olympic cycling, and New Bedford wants Olympic sailing moved to their harbor. Though the Olympic Games might not come to Boston, there is already competition in the air between state leaders. That's all the news I have for you today. Back to Logan and Maggie at the desk.